let's listen to this lady. In fact, she's going to give us some nuggets, some tutorials as to how we can pass our driving test as learner drivers. In fact, the nuggets that she's going to give is very, very interesting. And I believe we will learn a lot. Let's listen to her.
So guys, I got lots of questions about tips that helps me pass my driving test once and for all. So today I'll be sharing some tips that really helped me that if you implement will be helpful to you. Trust me, you'll pass your driving test one time. I did it, you can do it. First thing that helps me, get yourself a good driving instructor. When I mean good, like a very good driving instructor. The first instructor I had his lessons for just 2 hours and I was like, no, this person is not for me. Because he dampened my spirits and thank God I didn't just go ahead with him. A family friend, a good sweet family friend, introduced me to someone like in a different instructor, and this guy was sent from heaven. Like he was so good. I had just 8 lessons with him, and I was able to ace my test. So if you're in Newcastle or live in Gosford, contact me. I'm gonna give his number for free because that guy is an angel. Next, what really helped me again, do not share your test date with anyone. I know how cringe it sounds, but that just helps take away the nervousness. Trust me, nobody knew about my test date, not even my husband, because I had shifted my test date like on so many occasions, so I didn't share it with anyone. That just eases the nervousness you feel on that day because not so many people know. In fact, nobody knows, and so nobody will be asking you how is your test going? Are you preparing? Oh, your test is tomorrow. That would just add the nervousness. Do you get? So don't tell anyone your test date. Just keep it a secret. Another thing that helped me is the fact that I was mentally prepared. So take lots of mock tests. That would help you get mentally prepared. Take as much mock tests as you can. For me, I had just 2 mock tests. So take as much mock tests as you can and just try to be mentally prepared. So another thing that helped me was watching lots of YouTube videos, like driving TV, and I watched some YouTube videos that featured my test route. Like the test center was having my test. I was going to have my test in test route, so you can just check on YouTube the particular test center you'll be going for. Watch some videos concerning the test routes. It's just like prep you for some of the things that you could expect, the kind of route you go through. That is also what your driving instructor will take you through, but that's just like an added preparation on your part. That's very, very important. Try to watch as much YouTube videos as you can. Driving TV is a very good one. I recommend it all the time. Another tip that helped me was the fact that I was not nervous on the day of my test. Now that is easier said than done. I would not say I was completely not nervous, I'll be lying, but I was able to control my nervousness. I was able to control the situation because trust me, if you're extremely nervous, you'd make lots of mistakes. Try to be calm as best as you can. Just try to be calm. Another thing that helped me was having my driving instructor in the car while I was having my driving test. Now, some persons would say they would not want their driving instructor in the car. To each his own, but for me, I feel like that just helped me calm my nerves. Because when you're in the car with a total stranger, it's much more difficult to be tense because that examiner, you've never met him before in your life, so that's a total stranger. But when you have a familiar face at the back, you know that that's your driving instructor at the back. You feel a little bit confident, you feel a little bit calm. That's how it worked for me. I don't know about any other person. So try having your driving instructor in the car. Just imagine that in my head, that examiner was not even there. It was just my driving instructor that was there with me. Yes, the driving instructor will not be allowed to tell you anything or give you any signs, but then again, just having them there was just really helped me. So I think you can use that tip to have your driving instructor in the car with you. Another tip that I would say really helped me was what my driving instructor always told me. Faith, if you make a mistake, do not think about the mistake. Now, let's say on the day of your exam, you made a mistake. Do not reflect on that mistake. That thing happened to me while I was doing my mock test. I made a mistake at the roundabout. I switched lanes and then, no, I didn't switch lanes at first. I took the wrong lane. And then I got nervous. I didn't know what to do. And then I now switched lanes. So my instructor was like, if you had just took the wrong lane and turned all the way around, that would have been fine. But because you were reflecting on the mistake, you got nervous and then you made a more serious mistake. And the end of that mock test, I had 14 minor errors and I failed the mock test.